this agency is working not in any way to assist the Ocampo 4. It has absolutely no bearing in regard. It is a responsibility of the government to prosecute, irrespective of the outcome of the Ocampo of the Hague proceedings. It is a responsibility of the government to address the other cases besides the 4. Out of the 6,000 files reported to the police, 500 resulted in court proceedings. But because of a number of challenges, about 5,500 cases have not yet been completed. And police have tried their best, quite frankly, in trying to investigate a very, very complicated situation. Witnesses were not available because a number of them had been displaced. A number of witnesses also, I think, were afraid of coming out to record statements and so on and so forth. In most of the cases, the victims could not identify the attackers. And again, you know, for us to be able to charge a specific individual, you need positive identification and so on and so forth. There are some files where police were alleged to have been involved in excessive use of firearms and so on and so forth. And in regard to those, where there is evidence, we have charged. Here, the police are not above the law. We also appreciate that the country is at a delicate moment. So, in addition to prosecution, alternatives, alternative resolution, dispute resolution mechanism like reconciliation, truth and justice should be employed. Again, we need national healing. So prosecution is important, but it cannot be the sole and exclusive tool. And it has to be applied very carefully so that one does not disrupt the fragile peace that has been restored in the country. We have serious capacity constraints ourselves in terms of personnel. We have done our own staffing level analysis, and we determined that we require about 900 prosecuting counsel, and we presently have about 90, so we're operating at less than 10% of our optimal strength. In regard to financing, of course, we have huge budgetary deficits. For the next financial year, we had the current financial year we were given about 350 million. That's not much anyway. And for the next financial year, about 800 million, as against 3.3 billion that we had requested. We will deal very effectively and firmly, and within, of course, the limitation of our own resources. And we are working very closely with the police and the judiciary and the Office of the Attorney General and also the Minister for Justice. We cannot have a repeat, and there will not be a repeat of what happened in this country in 2007-2008. We will employ all the arsenals of the law to ensure that those who perpetrate hatred and who try to benefit through incitement will be dealt with firmly and effectively.